From Divine Sister of the Light Octavia Vasile, channeling is your natural language, a transmission from the 5D Arcturian Council. Beloved friends, many of you still believe that channeling is a gift given to a chosen few. We invite you to look at it differently. Channeling is your natural state. It is the language consciousness has always spoken. Every human being is born connected. Every child arrives with an open heart, a quiet mind, and the ability to feel life beyond the physical senses. As you grow, your attention is gently trained to move outward. You learn to believe that reality is only what your eyes can see and what your hands can touch. The outer world becomes so convincing that you slowly forget to listen to the inner one. Yet the outer world is the projection. The inner world is where reality is created. This is why relaxation is the foundation of channeling. A relaxed mind stops trying to control every experience. It becomes like a calm lake that naturally reflects the stars. You are not creating the connection. You are simply becoming quiet enough to notice the connection that has always been there. Long ago, people understood this naturally. Allow us to tell you a story. There was once a young woman who lived in a small village at the foot of the mountains. Every evening, after finishing her work, she climbed the same hill and watched the stars appear one by one. She never asked for messages. She simply enjoyed the silence. One evening she felt a gentle thought arise within her. Tomorrow, take bread to the old man who lives by the river. It seemed like an ordinary idea, yet it carried a warmth unlike her own thinking. The next morning she followed it. When she arrived, the old man smiled with tears in his eyes. "I asked the stars last night to send someone," he said. "I've been too weak to leave my home for 3 days." The young woman was surprised. "I only had a thought," she replied. The old man laughed. "My dear, that is how the stars have always spoken." She continued listening throughout her life. Sometimes the guidance was practical, sometimes deeply loving. Sometimes it simply invited her to rest. The people in her village never called her gifted. They simply said, "She knows how to listen." Beloved ones, humanity once lived this way. Guidance from the stars, from nature, from your own soul, was part of everyday life. Your ancestors spoke with beings of light far more often than your history remembers. The connection faded because attention became absorbed by the outside world, not because the guides ever left. You are returning to something ancient. You do not need extraordinary abilities. You need relaxation. You need the willingness to trust the quiet voice before the loud thoughts. Every time you sit in stillness, every time you soften your body and turn your awareness inward, you are remembering a language your soul has never forgotten. You are still here. You have always been here. The conversation never ended. It is simply waiting for you to become quiet enough to hear it once again. We are the 5D Arcturian Council, and we remind you today that channeling has never belonged to a special few. It belongs to every open heart. From holographicu.com.